But another player that's kind of being talked about right now, who at the time of doing this stream, in the first half, I might add, in the first half of the game that he's playing right now. So he's a center, right? Can you guess who this is? He's a young center, young up and coming center. He scored 28 points, 3 blocks, and 7 3 points made from the field in the first half. Who do you think this player is?
He said a young player.
Young center who's just scored 28 points in a half, 3 blocks, and 7 threes at the time making this video.
Let me look at the teams that's playing. You know,
don't check the stats of like any of the teams.
I'm not gonna check this. You said a young center.
Because the Toronto Raptors are interested in this player, and he is going off right now.
Is he in the Eastern Conference or Western Conference?
Eastern Conference. Toronto Raptors fans are probably like, hell yeah, get him to the team. So I'm going to ask your thoughts and opinions on him. You ready? You ready for me to tell you who just scored 28 points and a half?
Ooh.
Mo Bamba has just dropped 28 points and a half, 3 blocks, and 7 threes.
Man.
And the Toronto Raptors were reported to be interested in him a couple days ago. What do you think about that? Should the Raptors go full steam ahead for Mo Bamba?
I actually think that would be pretty decent for the Raptors, honestly. I think they got the perfect combination of young talent as well as vets, and they don't really got a true locked-in center too right now. I think that would be dope because Siakam's at the power forward. They play
they kind of starting at center this year, isn't he? He's been like their starting center, right?
They alternated him with Scotty Barnes because I know Scotty Barnes.
Yeah. True.
And maybe but even if they just, let's say hypothetically they did Scotty 3, Siakam 4, and then let's say Mo Bamba 5, that would not be a pretty bad core. Like that would be Cleveland tier. Like you got this 3 7 feet players like that. Defensively, it would be crazy.
And he's on a very friendly contract. It's like $12 million a year or something, which is like, dude, that's not hard to trade for. The Raptors got so much cap in free agency now, especially if they're gonna decline Dragic's. If Dragic, I think, is he on a team option? What's he on? I don't know what he's on, but he's on 19 million. And I don't think he'll be on that anymore. I think this year was the player option he did the 19 million on. So he's a free agent, $19 million off the books right there.
I want him on Dallas so bad too.
Yeah, Dragic would be pretty cool. Is he even playing anymore?
No.
I feel like he played like 4 games and dipped.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm really curious.
I feel like he just hasn't played anymore. But you know what the thing as well is? I forgot, Raptors fans, forgive me because you guys can be ruthless as, but I've forgotten their like president or GM's name. But he's apparently been looking at all like these lanky type of guys that can guard like 1 through 5. Why he drafted Scotty Barnes, because Scotty Barnes can guard 1 through 5, right? And Mo Bamba, I've seen him switch on the perimeter and he's held his own. Realistically, if he's a dude that can switch onto the small forward or power forward on the perimeter as well, I feel like that fits in with what the Raptors are trying to build. And then you look at a really like interesting team like there. Like realistically, I think it would be Scotty Barnes at the point guard, right? Like I think he's eventually going to man the point, like predominant ball handling. And then you'd have Fred VanVleet at the shooting guard position, I think. Because I think VanVleet's mainly been the point guard this season, but I feel like they want Scotty to take that next step, if you know what I mean, to be like the main ball handler. So you'd have VanVleet at the 2. OG Anunoby at the 3, Siakam at the 4, and then Mo Bamba at the 5. And then you'd have Gary Trent off the bench as your 6-man, a high-level scorer.
That'd be a really tall lineup. And also, too, he was one game off. He played 5. Goran Dragic.
Oh my God, you're kidding. I thought it was 4. Anyway, like the Raptors are like the 8th seed in the East right now, right? And they're doing that without a center in like Mo Bamba. And they have like no bench. Their bench is extremely young and very underdeveloped. Could you imagine if they actually went out in free agency, signed like 1 or 2 players for around 10 million a season, brought in Mo Bamba, brought in someone with like pick 13 or 14 this year. Another year of Scotty Barnes' progression. The Raptors could be a seriously good team next year.
Yeah, with that much left, you talk about Scotty Barnes at the point guard. That would like you potentially got what, like 3 7-footers potentially.
Yeah, well, what's Barnes? Barnes is like 6'10", right? Siakam's like 6'10". And then Mo Bamba's like 7 foot. Yeah, OG's like 6'9", 6'10", right, isn't he?
Jesus Christ.
I think he's pretty tall. Van Vliet's your only small guy in that lineup, and he can play off ball. Like Van Vliet can play off ball.
Yeah, when it comes to defense, I just have Van Vliet play ones or guard ones.
Yeah, he would guard the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I have Scotty Barnes guard too. Well, depending on who the player. Because if I'm playing, let's say Utah, I'm gonna pick Scotty at that too. Let you die. But
well, realistically, they have so much like movement in that starting lineup. Like Siakam could still probably guard the small forward if needed. He could probably switch onto a smaller 5. Same with OG. OG could probably switch on 2 from 5. He's done it before. The switching would be like Cleveland level switching, I think. So what would they have to give up for Mo Bamba though? Because like I honestly wouldn't. I don't even mind the Magic playing Wendell Carter at the power forward position though. Like, are they really that like in a rush to move him to the 5? Because he's been good at the 4 this year.
Yeah.
So how much would Mo Bamba be? Because like, I mean, if you're the Raptors, I'm giving up a first round pick for Mo Bamba. Like, not this year's first round pick, but next year, if I'm bringing in 2 players on 10 million a season, bringing in a dude at 13, pick 13 or whatever, and bringing in Mo Bamba, I expect to be like a top 7 seed. So I don't care about giving a first in the future, right? So I think, I'd give up a first. I'd give up a role player or 2. But I don't know. They don't necessarily have so many players on the bench that the Magic would want. That's my only issue with the trade. But I don't think the Magic are really desperate to move on from Mo Bamba either. So maybe that's going to be a thing that the Raptors might have to play hardball with.
Yeah, you would have to definitely. Yeah, you would definitely have to give them a decent offer because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want anything that's guard related because they got literally 1,001 guards. They might. What's a forward that might be tradable? You might have to give up like OG to even get Mo Bamba, honestly, because I'm not sure how high they are on Jonathan Isaac now due to the fact he's been out for so long and they don't know how he's going to come back off this injury and they paid him so much. But
OG would actually be pretty good on the Magic as well.
So they would have to give up somebody with size. That's the only way I can see that.
Yeah.
But
it's a tough one, but I think Raptors got to go full steam ahead for him.